Many young South Africans are not registered to vote, and the Independent Electoral Commission hopes to change that. More than 22,000 voter registration stations will be open around the country at the weekend. They will run from 8 o'clock in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening on Saturday and Sunday. IEC officials say they hope an additional 2 million voters will register. Well, let's discuss this campaign further with the IEC's Deputy Chief Electoral Officer, Sai Mamabolo. Sai, good morning. Thank you very much for coming in.
Thank you very much.
Are you guys ready to get the voter registration campaign going?
We are reasonably confident that all plans that needed to be put in place are in fact in place, and that the persons for whom we've made these preparations, which is the general South African populace, will take the advantage of the opportunity we are creating.
Do you think you've had the right kind of messages, particularly to attract or entice or persuade young people to come out and register this weekend, those who are not registered?
Well, we've got to evaluate that in the context of the totality of the campaign, where the social media platforms constitute an important element, as well as a very youthful message in the overall communication campaign. We reported yesterday that the likes on our Facebook page has increased phenomenally in the last few days. We hope that trend continues. Those that follow us on Twitter is also increasing. So we are comfortable that we are beginning to get the message to young people.
Yeah, the figure 2 million that you've mentioned, that we've been reporting on, why 2 million? I mean, why not more?
Well, we think that it's important that we maintain a registration level in the 80% percentile, really. So 2 million takes us within the 80% percentile, which is why this is
80% of the adult population that's eligible to vote, above 18?
Indeed, this is the 80% of voting age population, meaning 18 years and above.
Okay. Now, what happens after this weekend if you haven't achieved 2 million?
Well, registration is a continuous process. So if for some reason, I hope not, you are not able to go to your voting station this week, you'll have an opportunity to go to the municipal electoral office, which offices are situated within municipal councils.
Okay. In our report earlier here on ENC, our reporter, we're looking at this issue. We're talking to some young people. I mean, one of them was saying that I don't have an ID, I lost my ID, I'll see what to do. Are you going to try and do a push to say, if you don't have an ID, get a temporary one, to young people? Because young people are so busy with so much else, using those platforms that you've mentioned, like Facebook, like Twitter. Are you going to try and get those that may not have IDs to get them ahead of this weekend, at least the temporary ID?
Oh, certainly. That's why we take advantage of opportunities that media houses such as yours are creating for us to speak to young people. And we are happy that the Department of Home Affairs is working full steam over the weekend, so you can go today and get a temporary identity certificate. If you fail, you can do so on Saturday and on Sunday between 8 and 5. So there can't be any excuses.
Yeah. Young people like this term that if it's not cool, they're not into it kind of thing. Do you think you've positioned this campaign in a cool way for young people? Because we want to get them to register. They are the future of this country.
Indeed. The campaign, I think, has cool elements because primarily is seeking to address young persons. But this is a responsibility, the enticement of young persons is a responsibility we share with political parties. And we are beginning to see very smart, cool campaigns that are driven by political parties as well. So the cumulative effect of that should at least give us a significant registration of young persons over the weekend.
Okay. For you, success would mean 2 million voters, as you've explained. And would you want to do another campaign if you don't achieve 2 million in terms of registration before the election next year? We don't even know exactly when the election is going to be at this stage.
Yes, we don't know when the election is going to be. At this stage, there is no decision for a second registration weekend. We are encouraging South Africans to take advantage of this weekend as well as the ongoing registration processes. So, let's treat this as the only opportunity.
Okay. And how's the mood of the IEC after the Pensi Tlakula situation, which has been dealt with by Parliament? Are you guys focused on making sure that you deliver the best election for South Africa, as you've had this wonderful track record since 1994?
We owe it to the country to ensure that we present a registration weekend that is decent enough, that is based on professional ethics and so on. So in that respect, we are comfortable as the administration, as well as at the level of the Commission, that everything that had to be done has in fact been done.
Okay, well, we wish you all the best for this weekend registration campaign.
Thank you very much.
That's the IEC Deputy Chief Electoral Officer, Mamabolo.
News that moves. ENCA.com.